What's up, guys? This is Daniel with Midnight Movie Trash, and I'm here with
William Instone.
William, I just saw recently you had the honor of playing the legendary Vinnie Paul. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Oh yeah. I played Vinnie Paul from Pantera. If you don't know, you should know. In a recent documentary called Bloodied and Bruised. It's basically a documentary that's doing the history of a very famous venue in Austin, Texas called the Back Room. And I mean, some of the best metal bands, even like they did a Two Live Crew was there. There's some rap groups, you know, a lot of stuff were there. So it's a whole documentary on that, and we did a reenactment of when Pantera played there, which is funny because even though I looked the part, I don't play drums, which is funny. So, but by the time the shoot was over, I actually knew how to play walk on the drums. So that was pretty cool.
That's cool.
Yeah, we did that, and then I did another reenactment at the bar of some situations where Vinny and Dime were hanging out at the club, and you know, people said, "Oh, I'm just at the bar," and next thing you know, I'm talking, and there's Vinny and Dime. So it was a lot of fun. So yeah, check that out. That should be probably released sometime next year.
That's awesome. And I know you got a couple other film projects going on. Can you talk about them?
Yeah, sure. Talk about whatever. Yeah, I'm here today promoting my film Butchers Bluff. It is a 80s slasher throwback film. We got our first screening, our special screening, October 26th in Austin, Texas, at the Alden Draft House. We sold that out in 48 hours. I had to get a second screening in November because it sold out so quick. So we're starting to promote that, and you know, it's getting a lot of steam, and so we're really looking forward to getting that out there and released, looking for distribution, submitting to South by Southwest and a lot of the top tier film festivals. So hopefully by next year that'll be on streaming or DVD or whatever. And beginning of next year I begin my next feature film. It's called Caught in My Eye, and it follows the Goldilocks Killer, which is a sadistic, bath salt addicted, steroid addict serial killer with serious mommy issues. And it's got a twist in it. It's got just some brutal practical kills in it. You know, without spoiling too much, it's basically, it starts kind of like Dusk Till Dawn. It starts as one type of movie, but then at the end it becomes almost something else. So it's going to be a lot of fun, and we're going to be working on that next year. Billy Blair is supposed to be in that film as well.
Oh, awesome.
And Ocho. They're both on the cast for that, so it's going to be a lot of fun working with those guys.
That's going to be cool. Any other projects you got?
Oh yeah, actually next weekend I go to shoot a film in Houston, Texas called Hellfire, and it's an action exploitation film where I'm playing a hitman who also is a strip club owner. So I get to do a lot of fight scenes in there, which is a lot of cool. You know, I like to do my own stunts, and whenever I can get a chance to do fight scenes, I'm on it. You know, I recently just wrapped up exploitation film in Dallas by Abel Berry called Chick Chick Boom. I was a crazy clown in that, so I had a little cool fight scene in that with a guy in a chicken suit, which was interesting.
That's cool. Let me ask you, what got you into acting and filmmaking?
Well, I'm a failed musician. I started playing music when I was a teenager, and basically I came to Austin trying to get in bands and stuff, and you know, getting into bands, it's just like, you know, you have to be a family. It's almost a marriage.
Yeah.
And so, you know, you have a lot of conflicting personalities, and just, you know, after 10 years of pounding the pavement, I finally just decided, you know, I want to do something else. I mean, I've always liked coming up with stories. You know, even when I was a little kid, I'd make up stories, and I actually wrote my first script when I was 18. But back before digital was a thing, it kind of killed my whole, you know, ambitions to do that because film was so expensive. But then the digital world made it possible. And basically, Robert Rodriguez brought me in because I was cast. The very first thing I ever did was Machete. And so I was one of the militiamen with Billy Blair. And you know, once I went and did that, I was just hooked. So I started just getting acting gigs, and basically got back to making my own films because those films for people like me are few and far between, really. And you know, I wanted to do the type of films that I wanted to do. Like, I enjoy doing action. I like, you know, being the killer and stuff like that. So I started making my own films, and it's taken off, you know, since 2009.
That's awesome. And it's funny how life gives you a complete turn. You know, you went in for a musician. I did the same thing and whatnot, and now I'm doing this kind of stuff. It's funny how, you know, life sends you in the direction.
It does, yeah.
That's awesome that you.
But you know, I haven't given up. I still play music, and I'm actually working on doing an album. So I am going to release an album on my own. So that's awesome. I've been writing a lot of music. So hopefully in the future we'll be having my solo album. So
let me ask you an off-the-wall question. You ever thought of scoring your own films?
I've thought about it. It's just, to me, I like having someone else do it because I like to have their interpretation. But when I work with a composer, I'm giving a lot of input. I'm saying I want this type of thing here. I want this type of thing here. I want this type of mood. You know, I think I'm a pain in the ass sometimes to them, but my composer Alexander Taylor, who did Butchers Bluff, said I was actually very easy to work with, and he loved all the feedback and everything. So I guess I'm not. You know, being a musician that understands music, I guess it's something he appreciates than having a filmmaker that doesn't understand anything about music at all.
Awesome. One more final question. Where can we find you on social media?
Oh, I'm at William Instone at Facebook and William Instone on Instagram. So you can find me on there. What was that? Oh, he wants to come in here. Jordan, come here. Come here. This guy here, he played, this is Jordan. Come in here. And he was in Butchers Bluff, and he played the younger version of the Hawkman when he was 12. So in the story, it has a flashback when he was a 12-year-old kid, and it showed how he was bullied and stuff. So he played me as a 12-year-old boy.
Awesome. So, let me ask you, how was it acting?
Intense. They had me in a hog pen, and it was just a bunch of crap everywhere, and it's like a couple scorpions. So they just said, put a blanket over it, just lay down. It'll be fine.
It'll be fine.
It'll be fine. You're insured. You're fine.
Awesome. Is acting something you want to pursue?
Definitely. Yeah.
Awesome. And do you have a social media they can follow you at?
My Facebook. Yeah, Facebook.
What's it
Tell
under?
them your name.
Oh, Jordan Alden.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much, William. Thank you. Any
Awesome,
final
man.
words?
Yeah, no, man. Just everybody, check it out. Like, you know, we appreciate you guys for following us. If you do, these guys, make sure you're fucking hitting them up. They're always been good to us. So, you know, I'm gonna enjoy the weekend and check out Butchers Bluff.
All right, this is Daniel with Midnight Movie Trash. See ya.